Okay, Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera to all my lovely girls, 5 Bestari, 5 Cerdas and also 5 Dynamic. Alright, so wish you all have a good day today and always smile and cheer up. Okay, so let's continue to our lesson today with the 11.4. So we are still discussing on the 11.4, the last subtopic in the chapter 11, yeah. So what is the title of the 11.4? Inheritance in human. Yeah, inheritance in humans. Alright, so let's take a look on the learning standard that you have to cover for today. So there are three learning standards. Okay, 11.4.4 relate Mendel's law to human inheritance. And then 11.4.5 analyze human inheritance by constructing inheritance cross diagrams. Okay, and then 11.4.6 analyze human inheritance by studying family pedigrees. Alright, so these are the three learning standards that you have to cover for today. Okay, let's go to learn human inheritance. Alright, so the inheritance of the characteristics in humans is based on the Mendel's law of inheritance. Okay, do you still remember the Mendel's law? So Mendel's law introduced two laws. Okay, what are they? The first law is law of segregation. Yeah, the first law, the Mendel's first law is law of segregation. So what is stated in the law of segregation? Yeah, during gamete formation, the two alleles segregate, segregate from each other, and each gamete only carry one allele. Yeah, only carry one allele. Okay, that is a Mendel's first law. For the Mendel's second law, yeah, Mendel's second law or law of independent assortment. Right. So the second law stated that during gamete formation, each member of a pair of allele can combine randomly with any allele from another pair. Alright, okay, so we already discussed in the hybrid inheritance. Alright, so that is referred to the inheritance. Yeah? Inheritance that are based on the Mendel's law. Okay, and then we will discuss the examples of inheritance of characteristics in humans, okay, which are ABO blood groups, rhesus factor, thalassemia, ability to roll the tongue, types of earlobe, sex determination, and sex-linked inheritance, such as color blindness and hemophilia. Okay, so all of these are referred to the human inheritance, inheritance of the characteristics in the human. Okay, first let's discuss the ABO blood group. Right, okay, ABO blood group. So we already discussed actually the ABO blood group in Form 4. Yeah, in Form 4, Chapter 10, Transport in Humans and Animals. Okay, so please take a look again, right, about the ABO blood group. Okay, so ABO blood group is controlled by a gene, by a gene which consists of multiple alleles. Yeah, multiple alleles. So there are three types of allele, okay, IA, IB, and IO. Alright, so you have to know that a gene that controls the ABO blood group is represented by I. So there consists of three types of alleles. Alright, so there is IA, IB, and IO. So IA, IB, IO refer to the alleles that control the blood group. Okay, so these alleles determine the type of antigen present on the surface of our red blood cells. Right? So this allele determine the type of antigen present. If IA will determine or will cause the formation of the antigen A and will result in the blood group A. So if IB will cause the formation of the antigen B and will result the blood group B. Yeah? If IO, so IO will do not cause any formation of the antigen and will result in the blood group O. So each person has two alleles. Yeah? Each person has two alleles present in the gene. Yeah? So IA allele and IB allele are codominant. Right? So they are both dominant. IA and IB alleles are codominant. We say as codominant, yeah, because both are dominant allele. Yeah, so they are codominant to one another. So both will show their effect and resulting the AB blood group. Yeah, resulting the AB blood group. Okay, so this table show the phenotype, which are referred to the blood group A, B, AB, and O. Okay, so the genotype for the blood group A, yeah, either IA, IA, or IA, IO. Okay, so you have to remember that the key here, IA and IB are dominant alleles. So IO is recessive allele. Alright, so recessive allele will only show the effect when both are homozygous, right? Okay, so if the blood group B, yeah, blood group B, the genotype present either IB, IB or IBIO. And then for the blood group AB, the genotype present is only IA, IB. For the blood group O, the genotype present is only IO, IO. So you have to remember the genotype for the blood group, the possible genotype for the blood group. Alright, okay. So these are referred to the examples. Yeah? Examples of the ABO blood group. Yeah? Schematic diagram. Okay, we look at the example here. A man with a blood group. With A blood group, with A blood group married a woman with B blood group. Explain the probability of the couple in getting a child with O blood group. Alright, so let's see the schematic diagram. Okay, the parent refer to the father, mother, and the genotype of the father is IAIO. Right, and the mother is IBIO. Okay, so when the question is stated that a man with a A blood group, so in your mind the possible genotype is either IAIA or IAIO. But since the question is asking the probability of couple in getting a child with O blood group, so means the father is heterozygous, not the homozygous, which is IAIO. Same also occur with the mother. Yeah, with the mother also refer to the heterozygous IBIO. Alright, okay. Okay, and then during formation of the gamete, meiosis occur. So the gamete produced by the father is IA and IO. And for the mother, the gamete produces IB and IO. And the fertilization occur. So it will produce the possible genotype of a child, maybe IA, IB, IAIO, IBIO, and IO. So the phenotype of the child is the blood group AB, blood group A, blood group B, and blood group O. Okay. So the phenotype ratio, right? Phenotype ratio refer to the 1AB to the 1A, 1 blood group A to the 1 blood group B and to the 1 blood group O. Okay, so that is referred to the phenotype ratio. Phenotype ratio of a couple to get a child with an O blood group. Okay. Okay, now let's take a look on the rhesus factor. So the rhesus factor, we already discussed the rhesus factor in the chapter 10, yeah, in form 4. I hope you still remember, the rhesus factor is another antigen in red blood cells called as antigen D. So this antigen will cause agglutination when it reacts with antibodies from individuals without this antigen. Okay, so the rhesus factor is controlled by genes, which consist of a pair of alleles. Okay, so what are they? Rhesus positive, which is dominant allele. Okay, and then rhesus negative, which is recessive allele. Okay, and then the individual has a rhesus factor, rhesus factor called as rhesus positive. Individual that has rhesus factor or antigen D on the red blood cells, on the surface of the red blood cells, we call as rhesus positive. So the possible genotypes for the rhesus positive person are Rh positive, Rh positive, or Rh positive, Rh negative. Right? Okay, so individuals does not have rhesus factor, we call as rhesus negative. So there is only one possible genotype for the rhesus negative since it is recessive, yeah. So which is Rh negative, Rh negative. Okay, so that is referred to the rhesus factor. Okay, let's take a look on the situation that involve the rhesus factor. Okay, the first situation, the parent. Okay, parent consists of the father and the mother. So the father is have a genotype which is Rh positive, Rh positive. So the father is rhesus positive. Rhesus positive. And the mother that has a genotype which is Rh negative, Rh negative, right? So the mother is rhesus negative. Rhesus negative. Okay. During the formation of the gamete, meiosis occur, and all the gamete of the father will carry rhesus positive allele. Rhesus positive allele, and the mother, after the formation of the gamete, and the gamete produced during the meiosis, okay, all the gamete carry Rh negative allele. Okay, then after fertilization, okay, it will produce a child, produce the possible genotype of a child is Rh positive, Rh negative. So the phenotype of the child is rhesus positive. All the children are rhesus positive. Right? So the possible phenotype for all the children, children for this couple is all of them are rhesus positive. Okay. In the situation 2, okay, the father is rhesus positive, but the genotype is Rh positive, Rh negative, which is heterozygous, but it's still the rhesus positive. The phenotype is rhesus positive, and the mother is rhesus negative. Okay, rhesus negative. And then after that, during the formation of the gamete, meiosis occur, and the father will produce the gamete which has Rh positive allele and Rh negative allele. And the mother will produce a gamete that is only rhesus negative allele. Okay, after that fertilization occur. Alright, so the possible genotype of the child are Rh positive, Rh negative, and also Rh negative, Rh negative. So the possible phenotype of a child, okay, are rhesus positive and rhesus negative. Alright, so 50% of the child may be rhesus positive, and 50% of a child may be rhesus negative. Okay, maybe rhesus negative. Okay, so that is referred to the two situations that involve the rhesus factor. Okay, so the problem arise. The problem arise when the mother is rhesus negative and the child is rhesus positive. Okay, so do you still remember what the situation will cause when the problem arise? Yeah? What the problem arise, yeah, when the mother is rhesus negative and the child is rhesus positive. Okay, we call as what? The disease or the situation is called as erythroblastosis fetalis. Okay, if you try to do your revision and try to look at again, yeah, at the chapter 10 transport in the humans, yeah, in form 4. Okay, next, let's discuss the thalassemia. Yeah, thalassemia is referred to the inherited disease passed down from generation to the generation. So, due to gene mutation on the autosome, yeah, on the autosome number 11 or number 16. Yeah, okay, thalassemia occur because of the gene mutation on the autosome number 11 or 16. So due to the abnormality and low number of hemoglobin, yeah, thalassemia occur because of the abnormality and low number of hemoglobin. So that it will cause the red blood cell smaller and pale, yeah, smaller and pale color. So there are two types of the thalassemia carrier or minor, that will not show any symptom. And then the second type of thalassemia is thalassemia major. Thalassemia major refer to the patient that shows symptoms such as tiredness, paleness, breathing difficulty, and changes in the facial bone formation from age 3 to the 18 months. Okay, so that is referred to the thalassemia. Okay, let's take a look on the examples, yeah, of the inheritance of thalassemia. So there is a two situation here. Situation 1, mother is a normal. Okay, so before that, I want you to understand, yeah, the key here. Okay, so the key, if a triangle here refer to the mother, if the circle here refer to the father, and the square here refer to the children. Yeah, okay. So situation 1, mother is normal. Yeah, normal. Okay, and then the father is carrier for the thalassemia. Yeah, carrier for the thalassemia. And then what happened? Yeah, the possible children that they will have is uh, this is referred to the children. Yeah, children that are normal and the children which are carrier. Yeah, okay, so the possible phenotype for the children is referred to the normal, yeah, normal that without thalassemia, and there is a possible they will get a carrier. So carrier refer to the person that not show any symptom or called as thalassemia minor. In the second situation, the mother is a carrier. So mother is a carrier, okay, and the father also a carrier. Alright, okay, and then the possible phenotype. Yeah, phenotype for the children. Okay, there is a normal, children with a normal, okay, normal without thalassemia, and then there is a carrier. Children with a carrier, and then there is a children that possible to get a thalassemia. Yeah, thalassemia or have thalassemia major. Alright, and then it will show all the symptoms. fertilization. Okay, let's take a look on the example of the schematic diagram. Okay, so the parent refer to the father and mother. Yeah, the genotype. Yeah, the genotype for the father is 44 plus XY. Yeah, 44 plus XY, and the mother is 44 plus XX. Okay, after meiosis, it will produce the gamete. So the gametes carried 22 plus X, plus X, and the gamete also, the other gamete also has 22 plus Y. Okay, so the father will have the two types of the gamete, which are 22 plus X and 22 plus Y. And the mother will produce a gamete which is only 22 plus X. Okay, after fertilization, so the genotype of a child is 44, either 44 plus XX or 44 plus XY. Yeah, okay, the phenotype of a child, female, 44 plus XX refer to the female, and 44 plus XY refer to the male. And the phenotype ratio is 1 female to the 1 male. So the probability of the child, produced is 50% is male and 50% is female. Alright, so that's referred to the sex determination. Okay, now we go to the sex-linked inheritance. Yeah? Sex-linked inheritance. Okay, so humans have a pair of sex chromosomes. Alright, so we are going to discuss the inheritance that involve the sex chromosome. Yeah, that involve sex chromosome. So, okay, humans have a pair of sex chromosome, which are X chromosome and Y chromosome. So not all gene in sex chromosome involved in sex determination. Yeah? So sex-linked gene. And so there is a sex-linked gene. Yeah? The gene on the sex chromosomes which are not involved in sex determination. Alright, so this refers to the sex-linked gene. Refer to the gene that are not involved in the sex determination. So most sex-linked genes are carried by X chromosome. Yeah, most sex-linked genes are carried by X chromosome because X chromosome is larger than Y chromosome. So example of disease related to sex-linked gene are color blindness and hemophilia. So we are going to discuss these two types of disease that involve the sex-linked gene. Okay, what are the disease? Color blindness and hemophilia. Okay, in the color blindness, color blindness dalam bahasa Melayunya adalah buta warna. Okay, so a person is colorblind. Is colorblind if he or she is unable to see the difference between all or some color. Yeah, okay, so the person is unable to see the difference. Yeah, unable to see the difference between all or some color. So most common form is red-green color blindness. Yeah, red-green color blindness. So inability of a person to distinguish or to differentiate between red and green colors. Right, that is referred to the red-green color blindness. Yeah? The person cannot differentiate between red and green colors. So color blindness is caused by a recessive allele on X chromosome. Yeah, caused by recessive allele on X chromosome. So Y chromosome does not carry the allele for color vision. Okay, so only X chromosome carry the allele for color vision that cause color blindness. Okay, so in sex-linked inheritance research, X and Y chromosomes must be shown when writing the genotypes. Okay, so in sex-linked, you have to state the genotype. You have to state X and Y chromosome. Yeah, so dominant allele is represented by a capital letter, whereas the recessive allele is represented by a small letter on the X chromosome. Okay, genotype of color blindness inheritance. Alright, okay, let's take a look on the table 11.4. Refer to the genotype and phenotype of color blindness inheritance. Okay, so there is three types of the phenotype: normal person, a carrier, yeah, carrier for the color blindness, and color blind. Yeah, color blind refer to the person that cannot distinguish between red and green colors. Okay, so we go to the phenotype, which is normal. The possible genotype for the normal person, for the male. Okay, for the male. Alright, so you can see here this is X, X, this is Y. So X and Y refer to the male. Refer to the male. Okay, so because of the sex-linked inheritance, so you have to write X and Y. So X, big B. Alright, big B refer to the dominant allele. Okay, dominant allele, and Y there is no chromosome here. No allele. Yeah, on Y chromosome there is no allele. So since the color blind is caused by the recessive allele and the allele present on the chromosome X is the dominant, so the person or the male is normal. And for the normal female, the genotype represent is X big B, X big B. Right? Okay. For the carrier, carrier, the male, the genotype for the male, there is no carrier for the male, for the male, because the reason is Y chromosome does not carry any allele for the coloration, right? Okay, so no carrier for the male. Okay, for the female, there is a carrier for the female. Okay, so represented by the genotype X big B, X small b. Yes, small b refer to the recessive allele, big B refer to the dominant allele. So this is referred to the heterozygous, and then act as a carrier. Yeah, okay, carrier, because the female has one X chromosome that have a recessive allele. Okay, then for the colorblind, male colorblind represented by the X small b y. Yeah, X small b. Okay, small b, X small b refer to the recessive allele. And then the female, okay, X small b, X small b. Okay, will cause color blind to the female. Okay. Right, so let's take a look on the examples of the inheritance schematic diagram on the inheritance of the color blind. Alright, so example of the schematic diagram is between the parents, which has normal eyesight. Yeah, the father is a normal eyesight, and the mother. Mother is normal eyesight but carrier. Yeah, okay, the mother is a carrier. Okay, the parents' genotype. The father has X big B Y. S big B Y. Yeah, not because of normal. Okay, normal eyesight. And the mother, since she is a carrier, so the genotype present is X big B X small b. Yeah, okay, so carrier, a carrier here. And after meiosis, the father will produce a gamete which has X big B and Y, while the mother will produce a gamete which has X big B or X small b. Okay, and then fertilization occur and produce a child. So the possible genotype for the child is X big B, X big B. Okay, and X big B, X small b. Yeah, X big B here, X small b here, and then X big B Y and X small b Y. Alright, okay, so the phenotype of a child, normal boy, normal girl, yeah, normal girl here, okay, and this one also normal girl, but carrier, yeah, okay, normal girl, but carrier, yeah, normal color vision, but she is a carrier, okay, and this one, normal boy, yeah, normal boy, and this one refer to the color blind boy, means the boy has color blind, yeah, color blind, he cannot distinguish between red and green colors. Okay, so this is referred to an example of Ishihara test plate. Yeah, Ishihara test. So Ishihara test is carried out to test the color blind. Okay, can you state what number present in the circle? Yeah, what number present in the circle? Okay, yes, the answer is 36. Alright, so means you have a normal color vision. Yeah, normal color vision. If the person is colorblind, he or she cannot state which number or what number present in the test plate. Yeah, in the circle. Okay, next we go to the hemophilia. Yeah, hemophilia is a condition in which the blood cannot clot. Yeah, blood cannot clot normally due to lack of protein needed for normal blood clotting. Yeah, so the blood cannot clot because of the lack of the protein factor. Yeah, protein for the clotting factor. So the ability to produce the protein needed for blood clotting comes from a dominant gene. Yeah, okay, dominant gene. So the individual who suffer from hemophilia has an inability to produce the protein needed for normal normal blood clotting is caused by a recessive allele on the X chromosome. Okay, what does it mean? The individual that has a hemophilia, that suffer from hemophilia, uh, has a recessive allele. Has a recessive allele on the X chromosome. Yeah, so when there is a presence of the recessive allele on the X chromosome, so the person unable to produce the protein needed for the blood clotting. Right, okay, so let's go to the genotype and phenotype. Yeah, phenotype for the male and female. Okay, so in the hemophilia, okay, male, yeah, for the male, the genotype for the male in hemophilia, okay, if the genotype is X, big H, okay, big H refer to the dominant allele, yeah, dominant allele, okay, and then Y. Right, so this is homozygous dominant and the phenotype show is normal blood clotting. If X small h y, it is homozygous recessive, okay, so the phenotype shown is hemophilic. Yeah, hemophilic refer to the person that has hemophilia or the blood cannot clot. Yeah, the blood cannot clot. Okay, for the female, okay, the female, if the genotype is X big H X big H, so it is homozygous dominant. Yeah? So the phenotype of the female is normal blood clotting. Normal blood clotting. And if the genotype is X small h, X big H, X small h, which is heterozygous, so this female is a carrier. Is a carrier. It has a normal blood clotting, but she is carrier. She is a carrier. Okay, then, okay, if the genotype is X small h, which is homozygous recessive, so the female is hemophilic. Yeah, hemophilic means the person or she has hemophilia or the blood cannot clot. Yeah, okay, so this is referred to the genotype and phenotype for the hemophilia. Okay, hemophilic for the male, etc. So the genotype for the hemophilic for the male is X small h y. He is hemophilic. Yeah, he is hemophilic. If the person is X small h, so she is a hemophilic. Yeah. Okay, look at the example of the schematic diagram of inheritance in hemophilia. Alright, so parents consist of the father and the mother here. Okay, father and the mother. So the parents' phenotype of the father, okay, is normal blood clotting. Normal blood clotting. The genotypes of the father is X, big H, Y because of the normal. Yeah, so big H refer to the dominant alleles. Yeah, that will cause the formation of the blood clotting. Okay, and then so it will show normal blood clotting. And for the mother is normal blood clotting. Yeah, the phenotype of the mother is normal blood clotting, but she is a carrier. Yeah, she is a carrier. So the genotypes present is X, big H, X, small h. Yeah, okay. The mother is normal blood clotting, but she is a carrier. She carry a recessive allele for the hemophilia. Okay. Then after that, okay, meiosis occur and produce. Okay, the father will produce the gamete either X, big H, or Y, and then the mother will produce a gamete either X, big H, X, small h. And then fertilization will occur and will produce a child. Okay, the possible genotypes of a child is X, big H, X, big H. And then X, big H, X, small h. And then X, big H, Y, and X, small h, Y. Okay, let's take a look on the phenotypes of the child. For this one, this is normal girl. Yeah, normal girl. Okay, so both allele presence are dominant. Okay, and here, so the normal, the child, this refer to the girl. Yeah? So the girl is normal, but she is a carrier because she carry the recessive allele for the hemophilia. Yeah. Okay, so she is normal but carrier. And then this one for the boy, normal boy. Okay, and then so this is referred to the hemophilic boy. Yeah, the boy has hemophilia. Yeah, has hemophilia means the boy, the situation of the boy is the blood cannot clot. Yeah, when injuries occur. Yeah, or we can say that the boy has hemophilia. Alright, so the phenotype ratio of a child is 1 normal, 1 a normal girl, 1 normal carrier, yeah, 1 carrier girl, and then to the 1 normal boy, and to the 1 hemophilic boy. Okay, that is referred to the phenotype ratio of the child. Okay, last one we go to the family pedigree. Family pedigree dalam bahasa Melayunya salasilah keluarga ya, salasilah keluarga. Family pedigree, lineage of a family. So family pedigree is a flow chart through a few generations to show ancestral relationship and inheritance of characteristics from ancestor to individuals in the present generation. Okay, that is referred to the family pedigree, refer to the flow chart of a few generations from ancestor to the individuals in the present generation. So this family pedigree enables the geneticists to predict an inherited characteristics of an interest gene, and then to identify the features of dominant or recessive gene. Normally, a dominant gene appears in every generation, but recessive gene is probably hidden in certain generation. Okay, example is hemophilia. So hemophilia is sometimes referred to as the royal disease. Okay, so why the royal disease? Because it affected the royal families of England, Germany, Russia, and Spain in the 19th and 20th centuries. Yeah, the Queen Victoria of England, who ruled from 1837 until 1901, is believed to have been the carrier of the hemophilia B or factor 19, yeah, deficiency. Yeah, factor 9 deficiency. Sorry. Alright. Okay, so this is referred to the example of the family pedigree. Okay, let's take a look on the family pedigree. So we have to use the symbols, yeah, in the pedigree. Okay, we only have to use the symbols in the pedigree. So this is referred to parents in each generation. Alright, okay, so you have to draw square here. Okay, so you look at the symbol here. If square, white refer to the normal male. And then if the circle refer to the normal female. Okay, and then this one refer to the a square. Yes, square with a colored square here refer to the hemophilic male. If the colored circle here refer to the hemophilic female. Yeah, if half is colored, half is white, so she is a female carrier. Yeah, female carrier. Okay, so this is referred to the first generation, second generation, and the third generation. Okay, so this is referred to the example of the family pedigree. Yeah, family pedigree. Okay, the pedigree shows the inheritance. Yeah, so this is referred to the explanation of the pedigree just now. So the pedigree shows the inheritance of characteristic and genetic disorder in a family over a few generations. So a pedigree diagram includes symbols to indicate a male or a female. Circle is used for female and square is used for males. So the genotype and phenotypes for a particular genetic characteristic are shown in the key. Alright. So for here, they use a hemophilia, yeah, for the hemophilia. Okay, a colored symbol is used to indicate a person who is affected by genetic disorder. Yeah, colored refer to the person that affected with the genetic disorder. Yeah, for this pedigree refer to the hemophilic. Yeah, for the colored symbol here, if square it is refer to the hemophilic male. If the colored circle here refer to the hemophilic female. An uncolored symbol refer for a person who is unaffected. So the genotype is homozygous. A half-colored symbol indicates a carrier whereby the genotype is heterozygous. Okay, that is referred to the explanation for the family pedigree. Yeah, for the hemophilic inheritance in a family. Okay.